Have you seen this before?
Don't take any notice of that.
Why?
James Wilson is a fantasist. He spends his time pretending to cast spells in the woods. He's not exactly a stable person. And, I heard that he was involved with growing cannabis.
Really?
Well, don't quote me on that.
So you don't think there's any truth at all to this?
To the slaves? What else? Have we asked him about everything? Oh, no. I forget what we've asked her about. I think that was it. Was in a band called Blackstone. Is that nothing? Okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Growing the weed and the salvia? They're not slaves if they're paid in exposure. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right. Let's ask them about the slaves, see what they think about all that.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Forgot all the characters' names. Is this Emma? Emma.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Yeah,
You want to try it right
I've
now?
heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah. Hallucinogenic drug. Ever tried it?
No. No, I've never taken any illegal substances.
You want to right now? No salvia. But she drank an alcohol, no?
That's all for
Does
the
that not
moment.
count?
Thank you.
Oh, I forgot that I need to... I forgot that I need to move over to Simon.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
Let's see, let's see. Salvia.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Salvia divinorum.
Magic mint. Same thing.
Oh yeah, you mean the drug?
I've never heard it called Magic Mint.
Ever tried it?
I don't do enough salvia, I guess.
But it's not really my sort of thing. It messes with your brain.
Yeah.
I've never tried
Drugs,
any other drugs
bad.
either. Well, nothing like that. Nothing hallucinogenic.
We tried. All right, well. The night is young.
Later on, if that's okay.
The night is young. Oh yeah, 420 was this weekend. Apparently, I didn't realize this before, but my cousin's wedding anniversary is on 420. And they do live in Colorado. And I was like, that had to be intentional, right? That had to be. Which I kind of love. We love that. We love that for my cousins. Yeah, it's really romantic. You know, I haven't set a date for my wedding, so there's always next year. Weed. Weed. Do you think the drunk guy's gonna be hanging around too? 420, 69. Maybe we should wait until 2069 for is it a palindrome?
You mind not defacing public property, please?
What are they doing?
What's it to you?
Well, I'm a
Is he punching a tree?
And that's
Stop
supposed
that.
to make what difference exactly?
It means that you do exactly what I tell
I
you.
love when theater kids
what?
try and act
Or you
scary.
arrest me.
No, I'll give you a fine this time.
So, if I do something that you don't like, I have to give you some money.
I'm gonna
What
keep
happens if
punching
you
this
do
tree,
something
bruv.
I don't like. You gonna give me some money?
Look, I do not have time to discuss it at the moment. Could you just go?
Pathetic.
You can't do that to a cop in America, let's just say. These British people are wildin'. Oh, he's a bad boy. Oh, he's a bad boy. You can't do that to a cop in the UK either.
Rat. But why would he carve that into a tree? Either he's a diehard
Well, that guy
rock
just
fan,
did.
Or there's more to that symbol than meets the eye.
Oh my god, is that symbol part of the cult we love? Why is everyone homosexual in this game? Because I think everyone's just homosexual in life. It's accurate. Alright, let's go ask this guy some questions. Let's fuck around and find out.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
What do you think about this? me think about this being shoved up your hole.
If I did this...
Oh, posture
would that
check,
mean
thank you.
anything to you?
It's a devil sign, isn't it? Is that what you're
Is
getting
it?
at, Inspector?
This is not something you use on the course.
Of course it's not something we use on the course, Inspector. I don't even know what that could possibly mean, exactly.
This is actually, this is like a symbol in Dan's old fraternity. And to this day, he won't tell me what it means. He's just doing it out of pettiness at this point.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
No.
Probably means the devil.
What is it?
It's a hallucinogenic plant. A legal one. At least for the moment.
I've no interest in drugs.
I love you in
Inspector.
ASL also.
My job. That's the only drug I need. As trite as that
Dan's
may
a
sound.
frat bro?
Do you
I
know any
mean,
students
no,
who
because
may
he's
have
25.
used hallucinogens?
No. My students
But we
aren't
met through Greek
interested
life,
in
yeah.
that kind of thing. Besides, no one is allowed drugs or alcohol onto the site. I don't think anyone has ever brought drugs to Atlas.
Do you have any medicines
Didn't they
on site at
famously
all?
have an alcoholic,
No,
though?
not allowed. Insurance purposes.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you? Has no interest in drugs, no students, doesn't allow drugs. I'm gonna ask about
What
this.
do you know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about third eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the
Yeah, he is
symbols?
drinking right in front of us.
Sorry.
It's been a minute, so let me refresh my memory of what we have from him. I wish British people were real. I feel like that would be dangerous if that were true. Simon doesn't ride a bike. Hasn't tried Simon's homebrew. God forbid. Oh, wait. Is this something? He said he didn't know the flyer has the symbol on it. Oh my god, cuff him. Sorry, Vixavit.
Ryan, you've
All
just
with
told
love.
me all about the moon symbols on the mask. Then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer. It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes, yes, I do remember that.
Yeah,
So
likely
what
story.
did you know about third eye?
Oh, not much, really. Never came into contact with them.
My explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something.
Very subtle. Very subtle. Doesn't see. We haven't asked about this
Do you know what this is?
drugs.
Looks like chopped tea bags to me. What is it?
I just thought you might know.
I don't know anything about plants, Inspector. What you should do is ask Rebecca. She knows far more about these things than I do. Messy things, growing things.
Oh yeah, she's a freak.
What can you tell me about Liam?
Oh, Liam. You mean the boy who committed... Very unfortunate, isn't it?
Did you know him?
Oh, yes. Well, I say know him. I met him in the pub. Seemed very happy sort of person. Well, I say he seemed happy. He can't have been, can he?
Yeah. The happiest people, not oh, I already goofed it up. The saddest people force the biggest smiles, don't you know? Don't you know? Have we asked him about everything? Let me go through this stuff again. Let's see. What about the alcohol thing? Because that feels... Kate was drunk at a meeting. Was the meeting here? Where was that from? Didn't remember. No? That's not something? I thought that would have been something. I think Ryan is my favorite character so far, just because the actor is giving it his all, and I respect that.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
There's definitely something with the alcohol thing that I feel like I There are still things. Okay. Whoopsies. Apparently we missed stuff. We'll work on that. Oh my gosh, I forgot that there's another character we haven't met yet. The dad, right? Into the woods. Into the woods. You know, I've never seen that musical. Just a fun fact, really. Haven't seen it. Haven't seen it. I've seen clips of Anna Kendrick, my nemesis, singing on the steps of the palace. That's it. I know. I know.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
They need to tour or do a revival. Then I'll see it. I do really like... it'll come across my TikTok For You page every once in a while. So there's a cow in Into the Woods. I forget the name of it because I haven't seen it. But there's like a cow, and for local theater productions, they will have to make a prop cow. And I like how it looks really... Everyone has a different interpretation of how the cow should look. And it's always really, really goofy and bad. I feel like I'm doing a bad job describing it because it's very much a visual thing. But that does delight me. It sure does.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
No. Why?
It's okay. Thanks.
Does this do anything for you? All right, have we asked everything else?
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it.
Yeah,
Idiot.
Google Into the Woods
So you
cow.
say.
No, I don't
And
agree
have
with
fun.
anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He thinks that the government has been controlled by aliens, that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
And the whole slaves thing. Doesn't believe anything James says. Didn't know, had an affair. Famously had an affair.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Wait, how did I kiss or guess Anna Kendrick being your nemesis? You just know. I put off that vibe. I put off that vibe.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
This is so fun.
Who did you see doing that?
How did I
Someone in
miss?
the woods, carving it into a tree.
That was Kyle. It's a guy from the course. He's an idiot.
And where does he live?
I can't remember. Somewhere.
Of course, his name is Kyle.
The 3 fingers thing is something the students started doing. It's something from the course. The 3 freedoms.
The what?
The 3 freedoms.
I wasn't
It's
in
from
an
the
a cappella
course.
group. I was
It's,
just a
a
groupie.
phrase. Free to be free. Free yourself from the things that are holding you back, right? Things that stop you being successful.
What are they?
There's fear of failure.
Got it.
Guilt.
Got it.
And doubting.
Yeah.
Self-doubt.
Got them all.
Believe that?
Yeah. Guilt ruins lives. It stops you looking forward. It serves no practical purpose. It's basically destructive.
Right.
Don't they have free therapy in the
Free to
UK?
be free. Not the most original slogan, but I wonder how far this freedom goes.
It gets racist real quick. I can gather. No, there's no reason why Anna Kendrick is my nemesis. No real reason yet. Yet. But yeah. I think I've said before that
Thank you.
I did
Probably be back later.
date several people who did acapella. And it's my greatest shame. They're nice people. That's nothing to say about them, but you know, I feel like I don't have to elaborate. My mom has like 5 CDs of her college acapella group, so I think you can acapella groupie.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
That tracks, yeah, it certainly does.
Ever heard the phrase free to be free?
Do you mean the Atlas thing? Yes, I have.
Know what it means?
It means being free of guilt.
What do you think about that?
You mean, do I think
It means they're not getting vaccines. That's what that means.
Surely if you have done something wrong.
Oh, but that's the point, Inspector. Most people spend their time feeling guilty over nothing, and that's not a good
Hi, Basement Bats. believes people can be hung up on guilt.
If I did this, would that mean anything to
I'm
you?
gonna keep doing this.
Why is it meant to mean something?
No, it's okay.
From acapella to League of Legends. Upgrades, people. Upgrades. Upgrades. Hey, Dan has no musical talent, and I think that's his strongest quality.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
I think that's his best feature. Oh, we love Glee. I recently rewatched it, maybe like a year ago. They say some crazy stuff in that show. But it's, you know, they can't recreate it. They can't recreate that magic in the bottle.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Ever hear the phrase
And I
free
feel like
to be free?
there's a lot of jokes
Heard anyone
that I
use
didn't
that?
appreciate as like a teenager
What is it, a song?
that I
No,
appreciated
I don't
now,
think so.
and some that
Doesn't matter.
did not age well. But that's like any Ryan Murphy show, I think.
If I did that, would it mean anything to
Oh
you?
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
selling slave
The
symbol.
Satanism symbol. Satanists use it.
Have you ever seen anyone using it?
Lots of people. Politicians, presidents, CEOs.
And they're all
Have
lizards.
you ever seen anyone local using it?
Not that I remember.
Okay.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Feels like we've done everything. Oh, but now we can see Kyle, right? Simon, Emma, Ryan about. Oh, what I just miss?
Couple
We're
of
back.
questions, if that's okay.
We're back. What did I ask him about? Oh, this isn't Ryan. You're not Ryan.
Probably be back
You're
later.
just some other white guy. Hang on. Hang on. That's a different white man. Yeah, he has one of those YouTube channels that's just like him with a PowerPoint presentation. And he's talking like the most monotonous tone you've ever heard while saying the most wildly offensive things all at the same time. I can see it now. Yeah, we need to ask Simon and Emma stuff. Emma. Knock for Emma.
A few more questions, please.
Questions?
Do you know the phrase free to be free?
Yeah. It's an Atlas thing.
Ooh, dramatic pause.
I first heard it when I went with Simon.
What did they say about it?
They said that you shouldn't feel guilty if you do something wrong. I don't agree with that.
No?
No. No, I think you should feel guilty if you do something wrong.
What did
Team.
Simon think?
I don't know, but I don't think he agreed with that either.
Yeah. Part 1 of 40 of explaining why the earth is flat into my 2004 computer microphone. Real. Exactly. Everyone's a cult expert here. Everyone's a cult expert.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
I wonder if she feels guilty about the affair. I mean, I think more than the guilt, I would just take that to my grave. Ryan? Him? Over Matt Smith?
Have you seen this?
Over Simon?
Oh.
Couldn't
is
be
this
me.
The thing that James did. Yeah, I've heard of it.
Even though I love Ryan, respectfully.
Third Eye, I think they were called.
It's very Ariana Grande.
I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever is on this flyer.
So you hadn't heard about Third Eye?
No.
It's very much Ryan's energy. But, you know, maybe Ethan Slater has that energy too. Maybe Ethan Slater just talks like that. It might work. Might work.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
All right, through the woods we go. Through the woods to question Ryan. Do. It's the church. Well, it's always the church. Death dropping into my cave. Put that on my headstone. And the queen. Feels wrong that y'all don't have a queen anymore. You know? A man running your country? No. You know? Even if it's all symbolic.
I'll ask you a couple more
Boring.
things.
Snooze.
Can you tell me a bit
They have a queen
about the
consort.
phrase
Not nearly
free
as
to be
fun.
Free.
Free to be free, my friend. Well, we teach our students that people, well, they suffer from excessive guilt, don't they? Excessive self-criticism, excessive doubt. Evils of excess, we call them. And we tell our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realize their full potential.
Who came up with all this?
I have a background in psychology.
Honestly?
Don't look so surprised, Inspector. There's an intellect lurking in here.
When did you come up with the phrase?
When we were based at the village hall.
We love a duchess.
When I say we, I...
A Duchess Daffodil, even.
Dad's more the money man.
And very successful at it too, I hear.
Oh, he's successful. But he's
Men
not
with
a creative
psychology
man.
degrees can't be trusted. We all know this.
A lack of imagination.
Ryan invented the phrase. Phrase invented what? The village hall. This means this is something.
Aha.
Aha!
According to the flyer, this Third Eye group was based at the village hall, is that right?
Was it?
That's where you were based, wasn't it?
Oh, he's sweating.
You said
We got
you
him.
invented the Atlas phrase "free to be free" while you were based at the village hall.
Oh my god. Look at him.
So I did.
So you must have come into contact with Third Eye at some point. You were using the same hall.
Well, I'm afraid I...
Is he gonna kill us right now?
I'm entirely honest with you, Inspector.
Go on.
You see, Third Eye is, or was, Atlas under a different name. Sorry.
Atlas is Third Eye.
Oh my god, they're
In
the
new improved
slaves.
Form, yes.
And you ran Third Eye.
With
He's
that,
the-
yes.
So
Oh my
you
God.
must have known Liam. You didn't just meet him, did you?
Yes, I knew him, Inspector, but don't get your hopes up. All of this has been thoroughly investigated.
Oh my god.
And cleared up.
He did it.
Been investigated about his death?
They dropped the case. We didn't have anything to do with it. Well, when I say drop the case, I mean a police investigation is one thing, but what the public thinks is another. They threatened to go public, and then James bloody Wilson started distributing his flyers, and that was it. No choice. There was an end to it.
You had to
Rebrand.
change your name.
We'd already paid the family an out-of-court settlement. I thought that was an end to it. But then James and his cronies, they wouldn't leave it alone. So we had to close down. Buy a new place.
Not that
Rebrand.
far away.
So eventually, we reopened here,
As Atlas.
as Atlas.
And it worked.
Up till now, yes.
So you knew James Wilson too?
We knew James, but he didn't know us as such. Oh, he was very quick to shoot us down, but he didn't do anything like actually coming to the course to see what he was about.
So James
Yeah. He wasn't open-minded to the slaves.
were now running Atlas.
Not unless he came to one of our courses.
And how much of all that stuff was true? ECT machines, brainwashing.
James is gonna lose it.
That exists only exclusively in the mind of Mr. Wilson. All we do is make better business people. We challenge their prejudices and presumptions.
Slaves are good for business.
Come along and see for yourself. The course starts in 15 minutes.
Ah.
Excuse me, Inspector.
Oh my god, are we gonna watch the course?
Hello. I can't come back now.
Yeah, that's why Sheen's so successful.
All right. All right. See you later.
Yeah,
that was
that'll
that.
Intrepid. That'll be really good in a video essay about my
You can come and meet
downfall.
him if you like.
Well, I might come and have a chat.
Come with me.
8 p.m. Paul.
To be perfectly honest, Dad's a great businessman, but he lacks imagination. He does, however, believe in the power of the
This
individual.
Paul better have twice the energy that Ryan is giving.
In here. Just coming. He's He's through here.
Ugh. Thank you for the posture check, Sir Pirate Duck.
To whom do I owe the pleasure?
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm investigating a death in the
If he's
village.
serving cunt, and Ryan's serving cunt, who's flying this plane?
Oh, I thought all this was dealt with, Inspector. You do know that Kate Vine was a gherkin short of a Big Mac. You do now. Father, you must forgive my son, Inspector. He still can't summon up the courage to come straight to the point. So what do you want to know?
Well, a few more questions if you don't mind.
Oh, but I do mind. I'm a very busy man.
Are they gonna
Try
kiss?
asking an intelligent question, like, do I mind being quizzed about a once promising student who turned into a useless drunk? Ryan, would you mind leaving us for a while?
Oh, yeah.
I'll go back to the
You're going to hear some noises coming in this room, Ryan, but don't interrupt.
Call me if you need me, Dad. You may begin, Mr. Holmes, although I'm not going to be able to help you. I don't have much to do with the course nowadays, so I can't give you any hard information.
That's as
Hard.
No, that's as is. But if you want my opinion, I'd be quite happy to give it to you. So, far away.
Oh my god, they're in love.
Wow, Paul certainly doesn't take any prisoners. It's obvious who's put.
Yeah, something else is hard.
And I wonder what they got up to in their previous guise as Third Eye. 8 o'clock already.
Oh, is this crime all solved in one night, by the way? Cucked by your own father, he runs a cult. Well, let's get this party going, shall we?
How well did you know Kate?
Hardly knew it at all. Met her a few times. But the course, that's about all.
So when was the last time you saw her?
Last,
Oh, this guy's famous?
I just popped out.
He's
of the
serving.
course And, about 7.
Did you speak to her then?
It's possible.
And how did she seem? Was she happy, sad, preoccupied?
She was drunk.
What about this?
Do you know if Kate had lost this? It's her driving license.
How would I know that?
You didn't see it lying around
Aw,
anywhere.
No.
rest in peace. You served. This is the guy I meant when I mentioned he was a main character in the 80s. That checks out age-wise more, I think.
Did you know anything about Simon Thompson's bike?
No.
Is Simon's bike going to be important? I would really love to know how that's going to tie in. He just loves a walkable city. Is that going to be a crime?
Ever tried Simon's homebrew? Simon Thompson?
No, I haven't. I wouldn't touch anything that has had Simon's fingers in it.
Jeez. What did Matt Smith do to you?
Have you seen this before?
Looks familiar. Where
We
did
got to
you
talk
find it?
about that brew.
It was, in the woods.
Presumably had something to do with Kate or her killer.
Well, that's what I'm trying to establish.
Simon's
been
bike
an
is actually the one
evidence
Taylor is
factor
referring
against
to in her
contamination.
Olivia ripoff
I
song.
don't have one with me, unfortunately.
It's all coming together.
Don't go testing it for DNA, will you? It's got yours all over it.
Slay. Slay. What else we got here? Freedom.
What do you know about this?
It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol we use sometimes on the course. Little bird in cage flying away.
Oh my god, and
freeing
Goodbye London.
themselves from
It's
that
all about
heartless
Simon.
Analogy.
So do they get them when they join the course or something?
No, not as a rule. I think I bought one once as a present.
Oh, not, for Kate, by any chance?
No, not for Kate. I can't really remember who it was for. A birthday present, maybe for one of the students.
Which student?
I've no idea.
I wish I was like an old British man who gave evil energy. Because I feel like I was born for this role. Born for this role, but not quite an old British man yet. Still have work to do.
What did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
You didn't hear anything about an argument in the pub?
Should I have?
No, that's fine.
Like, this is the energy I want to give. That's true. I'm already a divorced dad, so I am well on my way.
Have you ever seen one of these before?
Buy these on Etsy,
It's
bitch.
a scrying mirror, pagan.
Oh my god, Vixavid, you've got it made.
Why would I?
Enjoy it.
Scrying mirror.
So you have no interest at all in this sort of thing?
No,
Does the Atlas course use them at all?
not at all. Strange question.
Tarot reading. Tarot reading. Okay. Okay. Unlike other games, I can actually get out of the monitor. And mic. Oh my gosh. So many tarot readings. Should we have the... We can actually just leave the spooky music on. That's fine. Alright, if anyone else wants a tarot reading, now is your time, to be fair. I shall get it. Good luck. Good luck, y'all. He had a goose cam. Okay, we'll do that after the tarot reading. He's awake. He was snoring before. Yeah, the ominous music, I think, will add to the tarot energy. For sure. All right. So, is it... No, not Lizzie's first. Okay. Not Lizzie. Not Lizzie, I better have some good news for you. Oh, Sir Pirate Duck, yeah. I like this deck. It's fun. It's like similar enough to like a classic Rider-Waite deck that I feel like you get the same vibes, but the art style is really good. And Intrepid, I see your Tarot Redemption as well. Don't know how to use it, but I own it. Well, you could argue I don't know how to use it either. It has cursed many a people on this stream. It has cursed many people. Bad news, you're joining a cult? Good news, it's run by a cunty old British man. Now isn't that the dream? Isn't that the dream? Alright. Everyone, especially put your prayers in for Not Lizzie, because Not Lizzie has, I believe, an operation tomorrow. So, we only want to see good things in this card. Oh, and can't wait for my job interview to become cursed. Y'all, may I just say as a piece of advice, if you have major life events coming up, perhaps don't turn to my tarot cards for direction in that moment. Because this, yeah, as Laffy Taffy says, the stakes are so high. Hello. The stakes are so high. Well, let's see. Initially, I'll say, I don't know. Initially, I'm seeing good things, bad things, maybe, well, I'm confused. And I'm being vulnerable. And, you know, a lot of people who pull tarot cards won't say this, but I'll admit, I don't know what the fuck's going on with these cards I just pulled. I'm gonna have to look at the book. So first, we have the reversed Wheel of Fortune. Also, Cape Teen, did you just sub twice? Thank you. I don't know why it popped up again. Girl, if you pull death, I swear to God. No, no, no death. Could you imagine? If I pulled the death card, I simply wouldn't say anything. I simply wouldn't say anything. Oh, Mike, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. You know, my cousin and my mom ran Boston. Was it 2 weeks ago? And my cousin doesn't remember the last 5 miles of her run. And she has, like, scratches on her body. Like, she fell down on the pavement, but she genuinely doesn't remember it. Because it was, like, a really warm day for the Boston Marathon. And she still ran it in, what was it? 3 hours and 21 minutes? which is like
Eliza
insane.
Comar is now following.
It was the most brutal marathon I've ever seen. Holy hell, that's a good time. All right, not Lizzie, not Lizzie. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, all right. Well, this is a bad start. This is, I would say, in particular, is a bad card to start with.
Balls.
I did a 257, but I started at 117 through 13 miles and my body shut down. My gosh, Mike. So, it says, when the Wheel of Fortune is reversed, you may suffer some bad luck, but thankfully, this marks the end of a run of challenges. I would say, not Lizzie, you have had your fair share of challenges. Yeah. Mike, I don't know if I said that, but that's still crazy impressive. In this way, the simple interpretation of the reversed wheel is closure. The benefits of the upright wheel will come. It will just take a little longer to gather momentum and move you forward. Okay, so this sounds like a third surgery coming through, which I don't. Yeah, closure, like your body at the end of surgery. Exactly. Vixavita, you're doing the reading for me. You're reading my mind. Are you the psychic? Hello. We're starting off with the most questionable cards, and we're going to end on a positive note, all right? I just need everyone to know that. We're working our way up. So that's what that says. That's what that says. We'll also do a reversed moon. Y'all ever do a reverse moon? Honey. Honey, you get a little of this. It starts with a little of this. All right. Reverse moon. Here we are. This is a really pretty card, by the way. We love. We love. Trust the process. Well, this card isn't fun at all. There's no way to make this card fun. I'm gonna get another kidney stone and then I'll get better. So this one... this one, the moon's traditional meaning is a crisis of faith. And a period of emotional vulnerability. It reveals, under the light of moon, is what you are seeing an illusion? Or does the moon bring to light the essence of a problem that needs attention? This may be a time of deep emotional conflict, and the struggle is private rather than shared. You have a decision to make, and to choose wisely, you need to rely on your senses rather than logic. Take note of your intuitive messages and dreams and acknowledge them as valid sources of information. All right, so, not Lizzie. Trusting doctors? Boo. Tomato, tomato, tomato. I'm starting to think they're the ones who are getting you in these situations. I think they're just trying to profit off you. Not Lizzie. You need to trust your dream journal over these medical professionals, okay? Yeah. Those hospital dreams, can I just say? Also, speaking of hospital drugs, I've had to go under anesthesia a couple of times for like various procedures. And let me tell you, if I could have anesthesia administered to me every night, ugh, please. If I became a billionaire, I would simply hire an anesthesiologist to give me the best sleep of my life. Because are you kidding me? So fast. You feel so relaxed and you just fall right asleep. Listen, it's not an addiction. I just have insomnia. Yeah. You know, if I'm gonna be an addict, it might as well be to anesthesia that I don't have access to. Yeah, the way that Gwyneth has an IV, that would be me with anesthesia. That would be me with anesthesia. It's so peaceful. Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just... Is it wrong for me to be vulnerable? Can I not be vulnerable with my chat? It was so nice just getting wheeled around the hospital, and then you wake up and you're like in an amazing place and you need to be amazing. I would for sure be an addict. Oh, me too. My life would be destroyed, but I'd feel good. My life would be destroyed, but it'd be fine. All right. All right. No, oops. That's wrong. That's also not reversed. I held that the wrong way. The reversed Knight of Wands. When the Knight of Wands is reversed, you endure strong opposition. The haters are coming after Not Lizzie. Again, I'm assuming these are the medical professionals. You put in hard work, but receive little thanks in return. You give your all, but it still doesn't seem to be enough. So you may be at the mercy of an unreasonable boss or demanding children. I really hope that there aren't children bullying Not Lizzie. Yeah, the haters are absolutely not Lizzie's doctor. The hater could also be the kidney stone. Multiple things. The reverse card can also show issues with boundaries. So this is, again, Not Lizzie has, dare I say, a toxic relationship with their kidney. Kidney is having some real boundary issues. It keeps getting stoned, I think, is how that works. It keeps... Not Lizzie's kidney keeps getting stoned, and Not Lizzie's not really putting their foot down and putting a stop to that. So when you think about it, yes. Yeah, the kidney celebrated 420, and Not Lizzie is paying the price, and we needed to do something about that immediately. Urgently, in fact. Urgently. And then finally, we have the sun, which, good news. The kidney loves anesthesia. I mean, don't we all? My favorite drug. Forget salvia. My favorite drug. All right, the sun. All right, Not Lizzie, I need you to really absorb this energy right now. I need you to absorb it right now. The sun brings success and achievement and is one of the most positive cards in the deck. If you've had a challenging time, the sun shows that every aspect of your life will improve. You'll also enjoy more energy. And if you have suffered from health problems, the card predicts recovery and a return to good health. As a card of energy and growth, all your projects benefit now. So the sun heralds a good time to nurture your creative endeavors, your business, and the relationship you value. So Not Lizzie, you're going to recover. You're going to get a side hustle. You're going to discover, I don't know, a hot doctor. If that's your tea, fall in love. Things are going well. You're going to be cured. Chronic illnesses, over. Done. I've declared it. You're going to have as much anesthesia as you want. You're going to be feeling great. And you're going to be loving it. Loving it. All right. Mike is up next. Mike is up next. We ended on the positive. Always end on the positive. Always end on the positive. All right. Mike, hopefully I can give you some positive energy as well. I already have a boyfriend, but I'll fall in love with a houseplant. That too. That too. Or maybe you'll wake up from the anesthesia and your boyfriend will be the hot doctor and you're like, oh my gosh, babe, I didn't know you could remove my kidney stone. And they're like, I did it just for you, babe. I've been secretly going to med school and went through my residency so that I could do this just for you. And then they go. And that's what happens. And that's what happened. What's that thing where you sun your hole for health purposes? You know, I don't know, Duchess Stephano. You know, I can't say that I know. Sun your hole, that's what I'm always saying. Hey, everybody. Sun your holes. All right. Pulling some cards for Mike. Pulling some cards for Mike. Everyone listen up. Everyone listen up good. Man, this card keeps coming back. Man, this card keeps coming back to us. We can't escape it, can we? Taint tanning. If that's not the name, that should definitely be the name. I'm hoping I took all the bad and Mike gets the good. Well, not Lizzie. You don't get your wish. Well, not Lizzie. We can't always get what we want. I think you're well aware of that. So, we have a reversed Seven of Cups. We have a Six of Pentacles, which is good. That's a good card. We have a reversed Two of Pentacles. And a reversed Nine of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, doesn't Shailene Woodley... I feel like Shailene Woodley would be the kind to, you know, put her hole up to the sky and see what happens. She makes her own toothpaste, so I think anything's possible. Yeah, a reasonable thing to do, Mike. Wait for the explanations. So, should we start with the reverse Nine of Swords since it's probably the worst? We'll do that. All right. Oh, she definitely drinks raw milk, for sure. All right, so the Nine of Swords is known as the 3 a.m. card because it describes the meaning so accurately. It's when you wake up worrying about it in the small hours of the night, showing you are dealing with high levels of anxiety. Look to the surrounding cards to see the life area that this relates to. Okay, so we have 2 pentacle cards. So, Mike, I think you're stressed about being poor. Mike, would you say that you're stressed about being poor? Well, or perhaps Mike is stressed about being so rich, and it's like, oh my god, which anesthesiologist am I going to go with, you know? I have too many options. Or it's like, you know, God, am I going to get the big car or the bigger car? I'm stressed about a lot of things, but money is not one of them. Good for you. And good for you, Mike. Also, since this is the reverse card, I should say, the reverse 9 is more extreme than its upright counterpart and traditionally means despair. Now, Mike, would you say... I'm struggling to decide which doctor to get for my calf implants. Now, that is stressful. I would recommend Not Lizzie's Boyfriend. I hear Not Lizzie's Boyfriend actually does great work. So I think I can resolve that despair right now. There you go. And there you go. And now, folks, we can only go up from here. Now, folks, we can only go up from here. Problem solved. Right there. I don't even need the cards for that. Yeah, Dixie D'Amelio is also famously a medical professional. Yeah, and the Sun card. Also a great doctor. All right. We have the reversed Two of Pentacles. This card means egotism and pride can get in the way of practicality. Irresponsible spending. These cards are really trying to tell me, Vixavid, that you're like spending all your money on slots. Like, what's happening here? Oh, it literally says gambling is a common meaning here, as well as generally reckless attitude towards money. All right, so are you spending all your Radio Rebel points in an irresponsible way? I mean, you did get a tarot reading, so I think that qualifies. Maybe that's what it's talking about. You're not spending your your Radio Rebel points in a responsible way and are perhaps cursing yourself indirectly. Oh, did I say Vixavid? I meant Mike. So sorry. I think I was looking at your name. I'm 500 points away from a waste of time. I'm contemplating using that. That's where this card's trying to get you. And that's where this card's trying to get you. That's where this card's trying to get you. All right. And the Six of Pentacles. Good news. Six of Pentacles means money is coming Mike's way. It may arrive as a gift. Or not, certainly not for me, but a gift or an award, and maybe donated by an individual rather than an organization. I mean, I would assume so. Thank you for the balls. I'm just not Lizzie. I can't not warn you about the tarot readings. Balls coming Mike's way. This card is a welcome sign that your circumstances will improve. Equally, the card can show that you are a benefactor, so you may become a sugar daddy, if that's what you're feeling. You may help a friend with a temporary cash flow problem, which, aka sugar daddy. Whomever you choose to help, you will consider carefully their needs and offer the right amount to make a difference. That's so nice of you. That's so nice of you, Mike. God bless. Mike is thriving, and I want all of y'all to be thriving. So, the reversed Seven of Cups. The reversed Seven of Cups. So, Seven of Cups, what does that mean? It means choices, confusion. While the Seven brings the potential for amazing opportunities, these options and offers are insubstantial. At present, it's not clear what's feasible and what is fantasy, as everything feels up in the air, just like the floating cups on the card itself. Be discerning and find out what you can about each possible path. All right, so Mike, you may be talking, you mentioned you're talking to some doctors. Some of them may be offering to, give you a BBL in your calves, make your calves thick and juicy, and you're like, man, I don't know what to do. Because maybe I want BBL calves. And you're confused about that. I can see that. And that's perhaps what's keeping you up at night. BCL, thank you. Thank you. Let's use the correct terminology. Perhaps not Lizzie's boyfriend is offering to give you a BCL, as it were. And, the card just it doesn't really give direction, but it says you're confused about that. And honestly, that's so valid. That's a major decision for you to make. Because thick and juicy calves, it doesn't rhyme, but they do save lives. They sure do. They sure do. And we need to normalize thick and juicy calves in today's society, is what the cards are telling me. That's what the cards are telling me. All right, Mike. So just think about that. Ponder that. Ponder that. Sorry. I think I don't really have a cold, but I have a very slight cold, so I'm clearing my throat a lot. Hotchkiss, that representation is so important. Thanks, Ashley. I'll take that into account when I'm up at 3 a.m. There you go. There you go. See, these tarot cards help people. These tarot cards are saving lives, dare I say. And I think I can say that. I think I should. Oh my god, should we make a tarot FMV? That'll be my next project. After YouTube dries up, that's what I'll do. Alright, Kitty Lover is next. Alright, so everyone send your prayers, thoughts and prayers with Kitty Lover right now. Oh, you did a goose cam. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Let's check in on the goose. I was about to give you a free tarot reading, and I don't do anything for free. See, Kitty Lover recognizes the need for their own mental well-being and was like, no, we're not doing all that. Said, no, I'm protecting my peace. Just show me the dog, please. All right. Lucy. Google, show me this dog, please. I will say, Dan is currently out of town. And so Goose has been very, very anxious since Dan has been gone. He keeps waking up in the middle of the night barking because he thinks it's... Well, I don't know if he's just more scared because Dan isn't home or he thinks that the noises are Dan coming home. Yeah, poor baby. There he is. No, Goose is stepping up as the man of the house, apparently, in Dan's action. I say action instead of absence. Sometimes I just be saying things. Yeah, you tired? You tired? Yeah, big yawn. Big yawn. Yeah, he'll just be cuddling with this tennis ball. Here, we'll keep the angle. I'll just show the cards over there. Intrepid, you did redeem a tarot reading. I have not forgotten. I have not forgotten. All right. Oui, oui, baguette. Yeah, we'll just have... By Goose Cam, we mean Blob Cam. Maybe I should change the redemption. Oh. You can just look at that little blob. It might be a dog. It might be a prop. You don't know. Yeah, it could be a black hole. I remember I got one comment on my Healy... I think it was my Healy's video, where they're like, I thought that you just had like a sweater on your bed and then it moved and I got scared. See, I read some comments because sometimes I see delightful comments like that. I know, we do need a permanent Goose Cam. I need to... My desk is in just such an awkward spot because I would need to be able to plug the camera into the computer, or I guess get a wireless camera is the other answer. Comment reading stream when? Oh, please, no. No. My feelings would definitely get hurt live on camera at some point. And I think I'm fine with not doing that. Yeah, the Larry video... the 5 sauce video. I don't read comments on those. Also, someone did DM me about the Larry video and they were like, okay, so I know you don't think that Larry is real, but do you think that like the Zane and Liam ship is real? And then they proceeded to talk to me about all the Zane and Liam stuff. I didn't respond, but I was just like, I think the whole point of the video was that you shouldn't be doing all that. I think the whole point of the video is that you shouldn't be doing all that. But okay. You know, people take away what they want to take away, I guess. Because I did get a couple comments, not a couple, probably like several, of like, people being like, all this video did was make me believe in Larry more. And I'm like, all right, go off. I mean, I think that's kind of how confirmation bias works. You're kind of in the hole at this point. Is it problematic to ship Ashley and Dan? Yes. All right, Intrepid. We have, you know, as usual, in a spread on this stream, some good things and some bad things. Some good things and some bad things. We have, first, the 10 of Pentacles. It works differently. The 10 of Pentacles. Good, fine. We love. Delicious, even, you could say. Then we have the Page of Swords. Lean to weird angles. Probably have really bad audio for that part. We have a reversed Magician. Also something you should not try unless you're experienced and that sort of thing. And unfortunately, the reversed Three of Swords. Who is homophobic dog? I don't know. Liam Payne. Chip Goose and Liam Payne. I went on a date with a girl with a homophobic dog tattooed on her shoulder. It was huge. Wait, wait. I forgot about the meme homophobic dog. I forgot. Its name is like Whitney it's like a Whitney Houston pun. That's the name of the dog. I know what you're talking about. Valid. I forgot that there is a homophobic dog. It's not Liam Payne. That role is already spoken for. Yeah, it knows what we are. Exactly. I forgot about that. I remember. All right. We should start with the worst, right? Because we only move up here. All right. So the reverse 3 of Swords. Visualize it. Internalize it. So, this card is drama, betrayal. It denotes affairs or disloyalty in other life areas such as work relationships and business dealings. On a more positive note, you do get rid of the heart of the matter. Any confusion is banished. So Intrepid, you're cutting that toxicity out, but the haters are after you. And when the 3 of Swords reverses, the upset of the upright card is accompanied by quarrels and drama. In a sense, despite the upheaval, this gives a more positive meaning than that of the upright card, as at least the feelings are expressed and some of the confusion and pain is shared and released. Those around you will understand your need to vent. So that's fun. That's fun. I can't wait for Intrepid to come in with just like a rant about the drama that went down. Quarrel is a fun word, is it not? Sir Pirate Duck, I appreciate you for keeping my posture in check tonight. Lord knows I need it. I appreciate it. I'm leaning over to read the book, but I promise I'll sit up straight after that. Well, I'm already... Other than that. How do you read a book and have good posture at the same time? Like this? I look like a dork. This can't be right. This can't be right. This is not what God intended. My posture is shit at all times. Oh, me too. That's why the posture check is there. Oh, wow. So, Intrepid, I need you to get into a relationship so that you can have a dramatic affair. So that. Quarrel. Squirrel. No, I feel like you say it the same way, but like... No, you don't really emphasize the second syllable. We don't say squirrel, but we definitely don't say quirrel. Quarrel. I feel like it kind of just sounds like coral. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. All right, reverse magician. What we got here? When the good magician is reversed, he turns trickster. So this card can show you being misled by a charming manipulator. What you see is not what you get. Everything is not what it seems. All right, so what I'm thinking, are y'all familiar with the Who the Fuck Did I Marry TikTok series? This woman on TikTok posted over 50-part 6-hour video about how she met a man on Tinder, married him, and he was like a big con artist. Intrepid, perhaps may be your future. Intrepid, that appears to be what's in the cards right now. It's what I'm getting. Yeah, gonna marry the next Tinder swindler. Which, you know, the good news is you'll get a great Netflix documentary out of that. You'll get a fantastic Netflix documentary. So, you know, you got that going for you. Yeah, Legion 2.0. Exactly. I forgot that was his name. Then we have the 10 of Pentacles. Ooh! So, I think this is also playing into the Tinder swindler thing. The upright 10 of Pentacles shows inheritance, generosity, and a love relationship that brings wealth and happiness. All right, so yes. Intrepid, I fear you are going to get scammed. If any Nigerian princes are in your emails offering you millions of dollars, you need to watch out. Gonna kill my rich scammer husband. And we love that for you. And I think this card says, oh yeah, it says right here, you'll get away with it. It says you'll get away with it. This card also suggests maturity. You can interpret this in financial terms, with investment maturing, as well as in emotional terms, as the emotional maturity that comes with life experience, such as killing your scammer husband. You know? Yeah, it's very Desperate Housewives game finale. Exactly. PRB on my way to buy a luxurious robe to greet the police in. Yes, you'll look fabulous doing it too. And I think that'll be the most upsetting part for the Tinder swindler. Be like, God, why does Intrepid have to slay so hard while they're actually slaying me? The double slay right now. Can't believe that's the last thing I see. Oh, yep. And here we go. This is once again confirming that the Tinder swindler Legion is coming for you. I realize those are two different people, but in my mind, they're the same person. The Page of Swords suggests an individual who is charming, clever, and very good company. As he's a page, this is often a younger person. All right. Watch out, Intrepid. Don't do all that. No James Charles in my chat. As he's a page, this is often a younger person. He may be forthright with his words, but he is ultimately a good ally. He's a fierce ally who can turn challenges into opportunities. Quick to learn, he is curious and open. So I think this con man is going to suggest some ethical non-monogamy. Getting swindled by a child con man. It might be a little embarrassing, but it sounds like you're going to end up on top at the end of this. And at the end of the day, at least the con man is a fierce ally. An ally. I, too, was also a fierce ally in middle school. And look how I turned out, you know? There's hope for all of us. Con boys grow into con men. That's what I'm always saying. All right, we're going to turn away from Goose. Actually me, the real star of the show. And to tell myself. So there we go. Some good news, some bad news, right? Could have been worse. Hey, no tower or death cards here. Yes, the music that's playing is from the game. I felt like it added to the vibe. I felt like it was appropriate. All right. Ugh, we've been doing this for a while. Okay, back to the game. Back to this man serving cunt. All right.
Know what this is, by any chance?
I've no idea. Gardening isn't my kind of thing. Rebecca would probably know.
All right, enough about Rebecca. Who cares?
I'm sure she'd enjoy telling you what it is. She's the kind of woman who likes to feel superior. Would probably marry a millionaire and then decide to run her own pub.
The shade.
What was that?
Well, she isn't exactly housewife material. She likes to be in control, like Ryan.
She pegs him.
Shame, isn't it, that
she pegs him.
I'm in control of both of them.
Goddamn. The game having real actors is off-putting? No, I'm so charmed by them. I love.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum, or magic mint?
Sounds like it might be a drug.
It's a hallucinogenic plant.
That's why we're the detective.
As a matter of fact.
I'm not a drug taker, Inspector. I have no enthusiasm for voluntarily poisoning your brain.
All right, just say you're boring.
I've never seen anyone on the course taking it.
Well, if someone had, they wouldn't have done it openly.
No anesthesia here.
Drugs or alcohol on our course. We like to tell the students that success is the best drug. Whether you buy into that, of course, is another matter.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
What do you know about this?
So you've been graced with Goebbels' company already, have you? James, our local minister for propaganda. I suppose
good for you,
Ryan
meme.
already told you all about our actual previous incarnation.
Rebrand.
Yes.
Did he tell you anything scandalous?
He said you sold slaves.
These things happen.
Was it your idea?
The suicide?
Third eye.
Oh, you're so cheeky.
As my son had started to atrophy, I decided I ought to give him something to do.
And Third Eye was the same as Atlas, teaching business skills.
Very similar.
So Liam's death didn't prompt you to make any changes?
There was nothing we could do about Liam's death, Inspector. Any
Yeah.
more than we could do anything about Kate's. It was out of our control.
You can't blame me for wondering, Paul. 2 student deaths in 2 years.
It's called a coincidence, Inspector. I expect they have
Cancel
fast
culture.
food also.
2 suicides and they never let it go.
All the local chippies, are you?
Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, FMVs used to be really popular in the 90s. And in fact, the reason why we have game rating systems like E for everyone, M for mature, is because of an FMV called Night Trap, which by today's standards is an incredibly tame game, but it was really scandalous at the time. Because it was, I forget the exact plot of it, but it's basically like Five Nights at Freddy's, where you're switching between security cameras as these random men are like coming in to try and kidnap women having a sleepover, and you're playing as the FBI trying to stop them. It's so camp. It's really camp. I've never played it. I've only watched playthroughs of it. But it was quite the scandal because women were in lingerie. And we can't have that.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
Very tame lingerie, may I just say.
Ah, so this is an Atlas thing.
Well, it wasn't exactly our idea.
No hole.
The students
Not even any hole.
doing it spontaneously to show commitment.
They're vampires? I don't remember that part.
Cute, really. Which student did you see doing that?
I'm not sure, but he was carving it into a tree. I told him to stop.
Did you really? Why?
Defacing public property.
It's a tree.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. What's the punishment for that kind of thing nowadays? Prison sentence?
It's usually a fine.
All right. What about defiling public liberty? Does that carry a fine too?
Oddly enough, the student in question argued a similar point. Is that something you encourage on the Atlas course?
We encourage people who put ideas.
Yeah, it was during like the video games caused people to be violent panic, so people were up in arms.
Well, I suppose.
And none of them were gamers.
However, you still respect it.
Respect it? I abide by it. We all play by the book, Inspector, but that's only because of the threat of possible incarceration.
Society. God. Getting like law school flashbacks.
Can you tell me a little about the Atlas phrase, free to be free?
Where did you hear that?
I was talking to one of your students.
It's a little phrase we conjured up to summarize our objectives.
What is your objective, if you don't mind me asking?
Money.
Mine, or do you mean the course's objective?
On the course.
The objective of the course is to free people from bondage.
And then get them into our own bondage.
By their past, by guilt, their attitude.
Posture is posturing.
All that kind of nonsense.
Guilt cripples people.
Feeling guilty in business is like a meat eater feeling guilty in an abattoir. Guilt
What a fancy word.
comes from the archaic emotional
Thank you for the
centers of
hydrate,
brain.
too.
It's a vestige of our animal ancestry, that's all. In business, you heed it at your peril.
Spooky.
I'm sorry, Inspector. My house appears to be haunted.
I'm gagged.
Would you mind closing the door?
And then he stabs us.
So, you believe that guilt has no place in business?
None at all. I have few beliefs, Inspector, but that's one of them.
And what if you have done something wrong?
Well, that's the whole point. Guilt has nothing to do with it.
Interesting opinion.
I have no idea what we're talking about anymore. All right, did we ask fingers? Let me see. Doesn't allow drugs or alcohol on site. You can look through everything we've talked about. We talked about a lot. Oh, we haven't asked about this.
How well did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam, who took his life.
Oh. Well, as far as I remember, he was a good student, confident, outgoing.
You didn't notice any problems?
I believe he had problems at home.
Were you there when he died?
Yes.
And afterwards? You didn't see him after the meeting?
No.
What was Liam like that night?
No. Apart from being drunk, or possibly because of that, he seemed perfectly happy.
He was drunk.
Well, I assume the bottle in
They're
his
all-
hand contained whiskey and not lemonade.
Lots of similarities to Kate, don't you think? Drinking, depression. Is that normal for the students?
People come into the Atlas
Everyone's getting
course for
lit.
quick solutions to their problems. And when they don't get them as quickly as they might have liked, sometimes their impatience gets the better of them.
Well, isn't that dark? Well, this is the same thing as the thing before. If you've been drinking all night, what the heck? Where's the thing? Where is the thing about not letting them drink? Doesn't allow drugs or alcohol. Get them! Get them! Cuff them,
So
boys!
if you don't allow drink or drugs onto the site, why did you allow Liam to drink whiskey all night?
Well, we did give him various warnings. Did try to stop him, but didn't work.
But you let him
Some
stay on
cult
the
leader.
course?
Yeah, well, we couldn't throw him out. This isn't a primary school, Inspector. We're not the police. We can't enforce these rules. If they pay their fees, they're entitled to stay on the course.
And what if they want to take drugs?
As long as they do it with discretion, frankly, I don't care if they want to wipe or inject paint stripper all over their faces.
Do you store any alcohol at Atlas?
So progressive.
Is there a
Love is
kitchen?
love.
Why, do you want to go down there and check?
Well, obviously you wouldn't mind if what you're
Check.
saying is true.
Of course I wouldn't mind. It's past the...
Yeah, that's a bad business model if they can do anything and stay in the course.
Whether I find
Ooh.
alcohol at Atlas or not, it probably isn't particularly relevant.
Let's
But
snoop.
It's worth a look anyway.
Let's snoop. Yes. Oop, where are we going?
I get the feeling I might be seeing a lot of Paul tonight.
Oh, hell yes. Alright, do we have to go back to Atlas then? They could kill my son and I would say thank you. Sounds like everyone at Atlas are a bunch of beta cucks, you know? Love a snoop. Love a snoop. I can tolerate racism, but I draw the line at interrupting the course. Gays be snooping, that's what I'm always saying. That's what I'm always saying. Alright, what are we looking at? Go down the corridor.
So the kitchen must be down
Love a
the
corridor.
there if what Paul said is true.
Snoop. Mugs. For all the slaves. Suspicious. Tea. Plastic straws. Cuff them.
Interesting.
Now that's
Well,
a suspicious
there's a TV
DVD.
right there with a DVD player. I don't think anyone will mind if I have a quick look at this.
Do not look at this. Murder DVD. Oh my gosh, I love the DVD monitor just there. I love this. I love. How do we... These are suspicious XXX DVD. Oh, we're gonna see some hole right now. We're gonna see some hole. Get ready. Woo! Take it off. Yeah. Okay. What if I posted my Bachelor video tomorrow and it was just this? It was just this. Okay. Well, consider me ASMR'd.
Well, that was odd. Looked like someone pickpocketing, but why make a video of it?
Thought I'd see a little more hole, but it's okay. I'll live. I know, I need to think of something to do for April Fool's next year. I missed it. My gosh, our babe. Yes, Diva.
Freedom, true freedom, means freedom from many vices that society had traditionally believed to be virtues. Self-criticism, self-doubt, guilt. Ladies and gentlemen, these are not virtues.
Speak on it.
These are sins. Born of a fake morality implanted deep within our minds and collective consciousness by governments and religions through the ages, with the sole purpose of preventing the masses, stopping us from achieving the same success, happiness, and freedom enjoyed by those at the very pinnacle of society.
The green screen.
I'm going to show you
Oh, I love.
that common morality is nothing more than the cynical creation of an elite desperate to stay in power. An elite.
Is he not the pinnacle of society? No, he's just like us.
Reaching your full potential.
He's just like Taylor Swift.
Making you feel guilty for pursuing success.
Is it bad to pursue success?
But the good news
Is it bad to fly a private jet?
that you can take back control. You can become the success you deserve to be.
Sign me up.
Atlas will give you a unique and powerful advantage. Life in all its technicolor glory can be yours. All that you have to do is to stay, embrace it, enjoy it, and learn to love.
Is this spooky music in the DVD, do you think?
Welcome to Atlas.
Woo! I know the multicam angles are really sending me. That was good. Loved it. Loved it. All right, anything else to see? In the corridor. Go into the atrium, perhaps?
Let yourself go.
Oh.
Feel your soul
Oh.
lifting. Then wait for the moment to break free. Break free. Excellent, Hannah.
Well,
Could you come back?
Not us interrupting.
what's going on here?
Please leave.
Sorry, Ryan, there's a few more questions I have to ask.
They couldn't afford real fire.
Time's ticking by.
Leave.
Okay.
That's what I like to imagine all of y'all look like in the chat. Just
What on earth was that about? Looked like they were burning woolen dolls.
And what's wrong with that?
Doll burning ceremony. What a very odd course this is.
and can people not have fun? Is it a crime to have fun? Ooh, what we got? What do we have here? What a mysterious face. A remote control for some sort of lock was found outside the Atlas Training Center. Okay. Oh, maybe for the garage? Maybe? Oops, I went the wrong way. I now have flowers and croissants. Fun. Although, I know this is a controversial take. I don't really like croissants that much. I feel like I'm alone in this world. I don't hate them, but they're not my favorite. And that's the cross I have to bear in life, unfortunately. Yeah, they're too flaky. It's like I don't know. The texture is a little weird for me. You just haven't had a good one? I mean, I've been to France. I think I know more about croissants than you do, genius.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah, there's just like, they always seem too sweet for me. Boop, boop, boop. Isn't worth asking about this.
What do you know about doll burning?
Ooh, making them is impressive, though.
They did in the course. Simon mentioned it.
Oh, they didn't do that when you were there?
No.
Yeah, you get it like all over your fingers and your shirt, and it's just like, I'm not big on the, it's not that I don't like sweet things, but it's just like, I don't know. I would rather have a different sweet thing.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
You know? Like, Ryan. Like that sweet thing, you know?
What do you know about doll burning?
Not on the course. It's a ritual thing. It's
This sweet
getting
thing.
rid of things that you don't need. Throw it into the fire.
And that's a good thing?
Well, yeah, it helps you getting rid of things you don't need, so you can move on and take control again.
So what are the masks for?
I don't think I've seen that
They're
Sophia
just to
video.
help you get into the right frame of mind.
I'm unsubbing valid.
Just get you into the zone, you know, help with the trance.
A trance?
Yeah. It's like
Yeah, it's a cult.
self-hypnosis. We do
Come
it
on,
the
we've been
course
over this.
sometimes. It's just to help you get into the right frame of mind, you know.
So you hypnotize yourself? How do you do that?
Just stare into a mirror and chant something, you know, just say the same thing over and over again. Or you could just close your eyes and put yourself into a trance. Some people can do that.
Throwing our Debbie Ryan coins into a fire, exactly.
Hypnosis doesn't work the way that most people
I had it
think
coming.
does. You can't just be hypnotized if you don't want to be hypnotized. But you can learn to hypnotize yourself.
A scrying mirror, perhaps?
Auto-hypnosis.
Self-hypnosis, auto-hypnosis.
Sorry, I am intrigued.
I think Simon was a bit too quick to play down the role of auto-hypnosis on the course. I'll have to ask around about this.
Y'all ever auto-hypnosis?
Have you seen this before?
No. No, sorry.
Well, that was quick.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Alright, Emma. Alright, Emma. What do you know about burning dolls?
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning, I think it was something that they did in the course. Simon mentioned it.
Oh, they didn't do that when you were there?
No.
Did we already have this conversation? I thought we just... Okay, whatever.
Do you know what auto-hypnosis is?
It's some type of self-hypnosis, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't. But I think Kate was into it. She learned it from when she went to Atlas.
And what did she tell you about it?
Not a lot, really. I think it helped her. I think
She's
she used it as a
sussy.
sort of self-meditation.
She's a sussy baka. I don't trust her. Wait, I want to go back to
that's
Simon.
it for now. Thank you.
I feel like we haven't looked through Simon's things recently. Vicious. Bean carving. Packet of dried leaves. Tracking. Yeah. Old news. Freedom necklace. Kate's bike. Oh god, can't forget about that homebrew. God forbid. God forbid. Okay. It doesn't seem like there's anything here. Doesn't
Thank you.
seem.
Probably be back later.
What we got? Paul and Ryan both need to be asked about that DVD. There are also things. Oh, what haven't we asked Emma about?
A few more
What's
questions, if
in
you
the
don't mind.
homebrew? We're gonna find out. Oh, we didn't ask her
Have you
about the
seen
DVD.
this before?
No? Don't think so.
Y'all ever watch pickpocketing videos? Oh, not Lizzie. Thank you for the gift sub. Also, hi, Mary. I didn't know. Is Mary here? Hello. Let me see. What else are we missing? What else are we missing here? Oh, is it Gold Tanager? Thank you as well. Appreciate it. And about the pub. It belongs to Simon. Okay. What about the homebrew? It's all gonna come down to the homebrew, I think, at the end of the day. It's all gonna come down to the homebrew, as it always does. As it always does. Seems creepy. Liam wanted to do Brooka. Liam didn't know Liam very well. Doesn't recognize DVD. Am I missing something? Wasn't there... There's so many text bubbles. I'm losing track of what I know. You should play Danganronpa. I've played Danganronpa. I love those games. We could play them on stream. The hard part is there's no voice acting. So it would be a lot for me to read everything out and react. But I'm not, like, unopposed to it if people want to do it.
Thank you.
Oh, let's leave it.
Be back later.
Whatever. Yeah, when's a chief ever helpful? I feel like I'm missing something there, but, you know, we can always address it later. We can always address that later. Alright, I'm gonna ask Paul and Ryan about... Well, actually, I'm just gonna ask Ryan about the DVD. Since we're already over here. Boop, boop, boop. We also, Sir Pirate Duck, if you're interested. I'm sitting up straight. If you're interested on our Discord that you can join, we have a stream suggestions thread. Like games you want to see on the stream. And you can always put that in there too. Because I do tend to forget. But I will harass you at all times. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. That's appreciated. Thank you, Madison, by the way. Oh, well, I can't really ask Ryan about much, can I? Can't really ask Ryan about much. Oh my gosh, it's been forever since we've had one of those. Forever. All right, I'm getting out my timer. Getting out my timer. I haven't said it yet, so don't come for me. All right, it's set. Blue star, cursed. All right, Ashley's gonna go wander through the woods and think about this redemption that Ashley cursed upon herself. Ashley's gonna ponder her life choices and the community that Ashley has garnered. That's so hateful. That's so hateful. Yeah, Blue Star, famous for being kind. So hateful. And you did it at Ashley's birthday dinner. That's the worst part. And you did it at Ashley's birthday dinner. Like sucking dick and cock. Oh my god.
Questions, if that's okay.
Time and place.
Do you know anything about hypnosis used on the Atlas course?
Are you sure you mean hypnosis or the power of persuasion?
Alright, well, don't be cheeky about it.
Not a lot. But if you want someone to do something...
If your community ever does anything bad, will Ashley take the blame? No, because Ashley never does anything wrong, ever.
Inspector? Ever heard of advertising?
Ashley is not liable for y'all's actions.
What do you know about doll burning at Atlas?
Yeah, y'all are on your own.
It's part of the course. I'm not entirely sure what they're for, but I made dozens for him.
You made them.
Oh, Ryan can't make anything. He's practically dyspraxic.
Ooh, fancy word. Made the dolls. You should sell them on Etsy. Ryan is I thought that was... I thought dyspraxic was when you get numbers confused. Ashley thought. Is that not what that word means? Clearly that's not what that word means. Alright, Ashley's gonna ask about this.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry. Ask Ryan.
Fancy word, Lamau. Think that's a disability. Well, that's what Ashley was saying. Ashley thought it was a word for, like, a type of dyslexia. But in that context, it didn't make sense, so Ashley was confused. Like, coordination disorder. Sorry. Ashley, sorry for asking questions, for trying to learn something. Like, you struggle with coordination. All right. That makes sense. Dyscalculia is numbers. Ashley's learning. Ashley's here to learn, you know? Ashley's open-minded, unlike some people. Unlike some people in this chat. Can learn a thing or two, perhaps, from Ashley.
That's all for the moment.
Just like 1984. Like Fahrenheit 451 in this chat. Ashley tells you. Ashley tells you. Ashley's getting salty? No. No. Ashley would never. Is Ashley different than Halsey? I mean, Ashley means... Have y'all ever seen Ashley and Halsey in the same room? Don't think so. Don't think so. Wait, how does Ashley get back in there? Oh, this way. Ashley can figure it out.
A few more questions, please.
Ashley Norton, the coolest girl to ever live. Thank you, Sir Pirate Duck, for finally saying it. Ashley was gonna say it, but you took the words right out of Ashley's mouth.
Hypnosis techniques used on the course.
We don't use hypnosis on the course.
Not at all.
Not anymore.
So, how was it used?
Hypnosis is probably the wrong word, Inspector. It's nothing to do with the trances or things like that. It was meant to force... to help
That smile.
students.
Ashley's scared and horny.
You can't force anybody into being hypnotized. You have to want to be hypnotized.
Mix of emotions for Ashley.
Out of your control. You can't be hurt or damaged in any way by hypnosis.
So you've never put pressure on students to enter into hypnosis?
It would be impossible to do so.
Scorny. Yes, that's the word. Oh, Professor Norton, I'm going to be late to the bachelor lesson tomorrow. May I have an extension? Not Lizzie. Ashley expects... Timer isn't up yet. Ashley expects, not Lizzie, to be listening to that video on loop with ads, you know, fully playing, while Not Lizzie is unconscious. That's the best way for Ashley's engagement. Not Lizzie, you gotta take some for the team. All right, the timer expired. I'm free. I'm free.
Not very much. It's one of Ryan's ideas. My son is under the illusion that he's a genius.
Aren't most men? Aren't most men at the end of the day? All right, mods, I'm gonna need you to ban. You know what to do. You know what to do. Restarting the timer. What if Ashley was just silent for 5 minutes as punishment? Would that show? Would that show? Are you still watching? Click here to confirm before the video pauses. Ashley didn't know YouTube did that either. Because Ashley falls asleep to videos all the time. But Ashley does put on long videos, so... I guess Ashley's never going to find out. Come on, Rain. Did Ashley not ask about the DVD? God damn it.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
This is like when when Chat tried to redeem Ashley drowning. Don't bring Ashley back to that. Ashley has trauma.
Seen this before?
Ashley drowned. Ashley's been dead for 40 years.
The writing looks familiar, but no.
Where is Ryan, though? Ashley doesn't know where Ryan is anymore.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
No, Blue Star. You are correct. It's not your fault this time, Sonny. Alright, Ashley's gonna go ask James. I'm sure James will have perfectly normal things to say to Ashley.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Ragnarok, please. Have mercy. Have mercy on your favorite Twitch streamer.
Seen this before?
No, what is it?
Do you recognize it?
No. Should I?
Alright, good talk Ashley's having here.
Ever heard of auto-hypnosis, James? Self-hypnosis.
Ashley's gonna simply end the stream if we're doing this for an hour.
It's another name for scrying. Some people call it
And that is a
auto-hypnosis,
threat.
I call it scrying.
Right. So you're saying
Or a reward, I
scrying
guess.
is just self-hypnosis.
Ashley guesses, depending on your perspective.
You can scry on anything. I don't use a mirror. I can scry watching the clouds. Maybe the water on a lake in the moonlight.
And when you're watching the water,
Ashley is hydrating,
what happens?
thanks to Blue Star.
You go into a trance.
You lose yourself in your unconscious. You go deeper and deeper. You swim around. Try not to go too deep. Because if you go too deep, you start drowning.
Ashley's been
You
there.
get dragged down to the bottom.
Ashley's been there,
as you stay
as Dog
swimming.
Shampoo's mentioned.
Coming to the surface again. Then you wake up and see the world as it really is. It's like a journey to a place people talk about, but no one's ever seen. You're thinking about Kate, aren't you?
What makes you say that?
She bought a mirror. Sold her one last year.
Was she into using mirrors like that?
Ashley forgets what
No
the
idea.
boyfriend in Midsummer even
She
looked
bought
like.
one.
Right.
Ashley didn't watch Midsummer for the boyfriend, let's just say.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
Are all British houses just lit by a spooky fire? Alright. Wait, what hasn't Ashley talked to James about?
Ask about a few more things, please.
No. The
You know
dolls.
about doll burning.
How could Ashley forget about the
What
dolls?
sort of doll burning?
Ashley's posture is gonna be snatched after this stream.
No, that's okay.
Snatch to the gods, auntie. Diva.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Every house I've been to in the British countryside has awful lighting. Perhaps that's just part of the charm. It is a vibe. Cottagecore vibe. Ryan and Paul. Yeah. Alright. Cape Teen, do you know how Ashley would find Ryan again? It appears Ryan has
Questions,
moved.
if that's okay.
It appears Ryan has moved. That is Ashley's hint that Ashley is requesting. Oh, Ashley can just fuck around and try and find Ryan
That's
on her
all for the
own,
moment.
but
Thank you.
God forbid. God forbid Ashley do any problem solving on her own. That's not the kind of stream. Ryan is hiding. Maybe Ashley will try the remote thing? Freedom! Freedom! Is Ryan in here? Bikes! There better be some homebrew in here.
Those are Ryan's guitars, kept in a garage. Not
Of course he
really
plays the
where we're supposed
guitar.
to keep them.
Oh, we couldn't look in that at all? Okay. That's the biggest clue? I thought we would be able to look into it more. Oh, there are also things you haven't asked Simon. Yeah. Maybe we have to investigate behind the pub again.
A few more questions, please.
Questions?
Does Ryan play the guitar?
Unfortunately,
He
yes.
tries. He does keep wasting money on them, though.
I wanna push you around. Well, I will.
It's sad, really. I just let him play in his room.
Oh my gosh, not Lizzie, no. You remembering you have an assignment due tonight. Ryan wastes money on guitars. Typical.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Alright, we're gonna have to run around and ask everybody about the... about how Ryan sucks at guitar. Very important investigation we're doing here. Oh yeah, we have to sing Wonderwall to summon him. That's how it
Ask you
works.
a couple more things, please. Does Ryan play the guitar?
Ryan couldn't get a tune out of a
Man.
radio. He's tone deaf.
Okay, so he's never tried to go professional.
If he did try, it was never going to happen.
Well,
Okay,
a man can dream.
Thank you.
Everyone hates Ryan, even Emma, and she had an affair with him. Well, isn't that valid? That checks out to me. Personally.
A few more questions.
Maybe XXX is Ryan's debut music video. It's high concept. The girlies who get it, get it. Oh, he wouldn't know about Ryan's musical ability?
Back later.
OMG, I forgot our detective Sona has that hat. I've been busy cooking and then cleaning like all stream. And I've finally been able to just sit down and get a good look at us. We're serving, aren't we? I should get a detective hat like that. You're not wrong. We're gonna call the chief, see what he has to say. Maybe he'll answer. Sometimes he doesn't answer me. Yeah, good luck, not Lizzie. Chief. I don't think he's gonna answer me. I don't think he does. I don't think he cares. Well, there's nothing to do here yet. Let's see. Let's go back behind the pub. See if anything's there. See if anything's changed. Any squirmy little boys in here? No. Nope. Does not appear to be the case. Chief quit his job to join the band, apparently. And good for him. And good for him. Well, wait, actually we should... Let's try the village hall. Nope, that's not where I meant to go. That's not where I meant to go. Anything here? Nope. Never mind. Never mind. Did you just call Ryan a squirmy little boy? Yeah, and what about it? And what about it? Knock for Emma.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Do you want a hint? I'm okay for now.
What do you know
But thank
about
you.
Ryan's guitar collection?
I know he plays because he tried to buy one off me.
Do you play?
I used to. I used to be in a band, but I was a singer as well, so I got away with it.
Singer as well?
Yeah, I used to sing in a band every night. But sometimes it was in a pub, but usually at Rebecca's.
What was that called?
It was called Blackstone.
Wasn't that the band Liam was in?
This guy from a record company once came to see us, and he said the band was rubbish, but that I was good. So after that, I don't.
Why
think
did I
they
know
liked
that
me
before?
much, and then we broke up after college.
Can't hide talent.
Fucking band. Band often played. Let me see. Is that what I'm thinking of? Yes. Yes.
That band you sang in, Blackstone. Who else was in the band?
Just a few people from college.
When did the lies end? When did the lies
Did you say
end?
you didn't know him?
No, it's not that. I just thought you meant that I didn't know about his suicide.
Did you?
No, I was away on holiday.
When he died?
Yeah, I only knew him through the band.
Everyone's
She definitely knows more than she's saying. She was in a band.
everyone's
with
so
me,
suspicious.
Didn't know about his problem. I'm not sure I believe you, Emma.
Not me.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Yeah, she was in a band with Liam Payne, and she's just trying to cover it up. What do you think about guitars, Simon?
Ryan's guitar collection.
Not a whole lot. I know he brought a guitar to one of the groups once, at the end of one of the stages. That's the only time I've seen him with a guitar.
She just loves lying. That's her hobby. And normalize having hobbies.
That's
Just
all
because you don't have a
fine,
band
thank you.
anymore doesn't mean you can't still have fun. Yeah, if Emma even is her real name. At this point, I don't know what to believe. We gone along here? Nothing. That's where the drunk guy was before, right? Oops. I get confused. I get confused sometimes. Oh. You're gonna... Please. Wow.
The DVD. That's all they took.
No, not the DVD.
Someone clearly wanted that back.
We've been hit.
Nice and helpful of them to leave a piece of evidence behind, though.
Love it. Not their tote bag. We were robbed by a tote bag girly. God. And you know they're unhinged. Yeah, if they had taken that hat, it would have been over for them, let's just say. It would have been over. Yeah, that was scary. That was scary, but we're okay. Anything over here? Yeah, the tote bag was a clue. They're gay. That narrows it down to this entire village, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a flat bottom. There's plenty of flat bottoms here, too, in the chat, I suspect. Myself included, if we're being so real. Hee hee hee. Alright, is Ryan here? He's missing in action. I almost choked on my croissant. That's true. You know, my chat contains multitudes. You can be flat and still have thick and juicy calves, you know? I need to talk to Paul? Okay, yeah. I mean, I figured. I figured we should probably discuss the flat bottom. A curvaceous top, and I love that for you. Yeah, because I mean, we're not finding Ryan anywhere. Sorry, I feel like I'm being mean today. I hope y'all know it's all with love. I hope y'all know. When I said the offensive things, I did not mean to be offensive. And you just have to understand that, right?
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Alright, we gotta ask about the bag used in mugging.
Do you know the shop?
What's this?
Have you used it?
No, but I know where it is.
Okay, you gonna expand on that? And? That's all she has to say? This lady. This lady. We're gonna find out that she, like, owns the shop. She just loves lying.
If that's okay.
I like to come to stream and be met with hostility from favorite Twitch streamer. Yes. Yes, that's a good stream.
This. You know the shop?
Yeah, I know the shop. I hired something from them last year, I think.
This is for a party, I assume.
Yeah, something like that.
Fun. Alright, so we were robbed by a theater gay, is what I'm getting from all this.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I don't think you can, like, enjoy and be an active Twitch chat person. That's the word. Yeah. I don't think you can be a Twitch chat person and not have a little bit of a humiliation kink. Or be a Twitch streamer and not have a little bit of a humiliation kink, if we're being so real. Yeah, you don't have $5 to support me? It's only $5. As Watcher said, anyone can afford that.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Anyone can afford that.
Have you seen this before?
Just a measly $5 a month.
Shop, costume shop just outside the village.
Ever used it?
Not personally, but I think...
Cancel your Watcher premium. Doot. Like that one girl that screamed at chat. You know, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure she got like way more followers and engagement after that. So, you know, who's the real fool? Oh, he's not here. Eventually someone will be here. Yeah, I got the reference. Oh, good times. Good times. I do not love humiliation.
A couple more things, please.
Do you love lying to yourself, meme?
Have you seen this before?
This?
No, I don't think so.
You don't
Oh
recognize
my gosh,
the shop?
Judge's Daffodil.
Is there someone else who works at Atlas? Someone who may have...
Oh, I'll read it. It was too quiet. It's only $5. Anyone can afford that. Thank you.
Comes at strange times.
The robot's getting drowned out by
He's a strange one.
cunty villain over here.
Work experience.
As a cleaner.
Well, we did try him in accounts, but didn't work out.
Right. Right. Yeah, this this stream has gone in directions, hasn't it? But you know. What do you have here? Let me go through this. Escape Team was hinting we needed to talk to him, so I'm assuming there's something. Oh, we haven't asked about this? How did I not ask about this?
Looks like a mask.
You don't recognize it?
Not particularly. Looks like a monarch mask.
What's a monarch mask?
Monarch is fancy dress outfitters. Ryan goes there sometimes.
As Brits, we don't respect robotic voices. It reminds us of when the mines were closed down. Haven't seen the mask before. Thinks mask's from Monarch costume. Wait, that's the bag! Girl.
Aha.
Even I noticed that.
Costumes a lot?
No, I used to go in there occasionally. Why?
But you do know the shop.
Yes, of course I do.
You see, Paul, I thought you said you didn't know where this bag was from.
Well, maybe I do.
This was used to put over my head, Paul, by a mugger. Would you like to tell me
You can't say that.
Are you suggesting that I had something to do with your mugging?
Did you?
You really ask the most ridiculous questions. Of course I didn't.
So why did you lie?
He hired a hit on us.
Well,
A hit
I didn't have anything
with a
to do
tote
with
bag.
the mugging, Inspector, but I might know somebody who did.
I'm scared.
Go on.
Did Ryan mention Jason to you as a cleaner? Unfortunately, Ryan at some point told Jason that the DVD mustn't be removed from the site. So, when he saw you take it, he simply thought that he was doing us a favor by getting it back. He isn't exactly what you'd call one of Darwin's best examples.
That's a solid
so
burn.
What's in the DVD that's so special?
All right, it was something I did myself, a little stunt I pulled to amuse the students.
It looked hilarious.
I pretended to steal from the students. I emphasize the word pretended. The students knew all about it afterwards.
Other than when he stole from us just now.
From students? Why?
We were doing a piece about pushing the limit, so I decided I would show them how it was done. Oh, don't look so serious, Inspector. I returned everybody's things immediately afterwards. No harm done.
And when was this?
Last year sometime.
At Third Eye or Atlas?
Third Eye, I think.
And this was before or after Liam died?
Well, since you'll probably find out anyway, it happened to be on the night that Liam happens. Before you ask. No.
It's all
It
connected.
steal from him.
Do you think it's a good idea to encourage students to steal?
I wasn't encouraging students to steal. Policemen are so literal. Life is shades of grey, Inspector. Much as the Force might like it.
It was an epic prank, to be fair.
Neatly into blacks and whites.
I don't like the way he emphasized those words.
If you don't mind, you'd have to excuse me for a moment. You know where the door is.
The reason, Laffy Taffy said, the reason I like Twitch math.
From Liam. What kind of
I
stunt
can't
was it?
listen to audio and read at the same time.
Late at the same night. It's just all a bit too suspicious.
The reason I like Twitch is because it reminds me of being a kid watching my older sister play games while I watch. Yeah, that's why I like Twitch too. I don't have an older sister. I have a younger sister who is not an epic gamer. But it does just remind me of like watching my friends play video games. I was the older sister, usually playing video games, believe it or not. It does not show in my skill set, but my sister was the beta player too. I know, my sister still has time.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Seen this anywhere before?
Nope.
Yep, the same sister I told to stand up while she was dying. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah, James.
Thank you.
Thank you, James. Thanks for nothing. Thanks, James. Yeah. What haven't we talked to Paul about? Could have sworn we already talked to Paul. Wherever Ryan is, we'll never find out. Is this the one you also spoke for because she didn't talk much? Yeah, I mean, I only have one sister. Yeah. That's the one. You're one contradiction away from the next chapter. Oh, it's on.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Clearly, we're nowhere near the end of the game either.
Did you know about Paul's money stealing at Atlas?
Are you talking about a particular incident or just in general?
It's something he did on the course. Stunt.
And what did he do exactly?
Oh, well, he pretended to steal from the students.
That doesn't ring a bell. Paul's stunts usually involve throwing fancy dress parties with scantily clad girls or women dressed as nurses. That's his usual fetish.
When was the last party he
Fun.
Sometime in the summer. I didn't stay long.
Oh, we already asked about the bag.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Alright, I guess we just have to talk to Emma and Simon next. If Ashley's family really loved her, they would participate in her Twitch chat. Valid. Valid. They've, well, I've explained the concept to, especially my dad is like really confused. I think he can wrap his head around YouTube and like paid for advertisers. He does not get the concept of live streaming. He's like, why not play the video game yourself? And I'm like, I try and explain exactly how, like Laffy Taffy said, that it's like hanging out with a friend while they play the video game. And he was just like, what? And it also like doesn't have to be video games. I told him, but
What do
it's
you
beyond
know
him.
about Paul Rand?
And I'm fine with that.
You've obviously met him then.
I don't need my parents watching these.
What do you know about him committing a fake theft during one of the courses?
What, about him going through people's bags? Yeah, he tried that thing on me as well, weirdo.
So you were at Third Eye?
Yes. Yes, I went there for a few months after college and I left because I hated it. And I didn't know Atlas was the same thing. And I went with Simon.
Does Simon know that?
No. I didn't want to burst
She's
his
lying to
bubble,
me.
So I didn't say anything.
She's lying to my face right now.
Third Eye?
No.
Ah! So is that where you met Ryan as well?
Yep.
Right. What didn't you like about the course?
Well, it was just...
I can't even listen to her right now because she's lying to me. Can't even respect her.
Abusive just to prove that you could, and I absolutely hated it.
What sort of things?
Oh, just stupid things. Nasty things to prove that you could do it. It was about not feeling guilty. And it was horrible. That's why I left.
And is Simon doing all of this stuff now?
No, I think they had to stop because it was just getting ridiculous. I think somebody got arrested or something.
Very interesting.
All right. Was that third eye when Paul pulled the stunt? What was the thing about? Boom! That was the same night. Don't lie to me again.
So, you witnessed Paul's money stealing
Don't lie to me.
Is that right?
Yes.
But you weren't there when Liam died.
No.
Don't quite understand that, you see, because Paul pulled the stunt on the same night. Liam died later that evening.
I must have got mixed up.
No.
So you don't know anything about Liam's death, even though you were there on that night?
No.
Emma.
Emma.
I think you better explain, don't you?
Well, it was the stupid course, wasn't it?
Go on.
Well, we were all told to do stupid things, and then that thieving thing happened, and so...
Take a breath, Emma.
Don't lie to me.
Liam killed himself because of me.
Oh.
Why?
Yeah, she should
Liam
talk to a
had
lawyer.
A birthmark on the side of his face. And no one would mention anything, even though we all knew it was there. And we all thought, they all thought it was ugly.
God damn.
So I thought I'd say something, and I even asked Paul if it was okay to say it.
What did he say?
He said he wouldn't mind. Then Liam killed himself. Liam's dead because of me.
Well,
This got
Emma,
serious.
I'm quite sure you regret what you said.
She called him ugly and then he
I don't
killed
think
himself?
you caused Liam's death. There's always more to these things than meets the eye. It wasn't your fault.
We can't tell Simon, please.
Simon doesn't need to know. Don't worry.
He will know about the affair, though. She's like, someone needs to tell him he's ugly.
9 o'clock.
Well, on that note.
I suppose it's possible that what she said led to Liam's death.
Yeah, I don't think those
Blame the
things are
rounds before I
correlated,
blame
but...
her.
Okay. And he was so ugly that he died. Mystery solved. The music's getting so dramatic now. Let's talk to Simon.
Questions, please.
Simon's always a breath of fresh air. Are we about to tell?
What do you know about Paul stealing money from students? Part of a stunt or something?
What, did he do that? I've never heard about anything like that. No, it might be part of the risk-taking thing, though.
Explain that.
Well, it's part of the course. You have to do something dangerous or risky, something you wouldn't normally do.
Like call someone ugly?
Well, not dangerous, just risky. Like saying something you wouldn't normally say to someone, or doing something unusual.
Like stealing from other students.
Well, we didn't do anything like that, but you have to tell everyone at the end of the course anyway.
I
And you're
fail
not
to
allowed
see
do
the benefit
anything
of this
that would
course.
hurt or offend anyone, or you're not allowed to do anything really bad. It's all pretend, really.
It seems a bit odd for a business course.
It works, though.
Does it? Because I see the house that y'all live in. Oh. Alright.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Alright, we're gonna walk through the woods and we're gonna see if Ryan is back. But then, if he's not, then we're probably gonna end it there. I don't want to end on such a bummer note, but I am yawning. You go to the course, you call people ugly, you get called ugly, you cry, you burn things down, you almost go insane, but honestly, it's so worth it. And you have an affair with the cult leader. I mean, it happens to the best of us. Oh, there's our boy.
Things, please.
There's our boy.
What do you know about Emma Bowman criticising Liam before his suicide?
I was there. I witnessed it. Well, I know Emma blamed herself for his death.
Did she?
Well, she was upset and all of that, but,
So is that how that happened?
I wouldn't blame her, Inspector. I really don't think she had anything to do with it at all.
You don't think?
Liam was a very confident person, very outgoing, very strong individual, or so it seemed. I mean, people are free to do what they like. Even something as irreversible as bumping themselves off. Sad though that is, of course.
Oh, God.
What do you know about your father's money-stealing stunt?
I feel like we probably have a lot of questions for him.
Well, yes, that was something that Dad decided to do as part of the shock aspect of the course.
But he went too far, you believe.
He usually does.
And do you think it did have anything to do with Liam's death?
No.
No.
Like that at all. I mean, that was just a simple, unfortunate coincidence. I mean, Liam had.
Oh,
his own
yay, not Lizzie.
He didn't have any problems with the money shock stunt. No.
That was very efficient.
Do you know what this is?
Well, I think it's a bag. Is it a bag, Inspector?
Go off, Queen.
Oh, yes, the costume shop. Yes, we used to hire from them.
For the course?
Well, yes. For the course, at the end of each stage, we have a little party, and we ask students to dress up or try acting out being somebody new, their new selves, as it were.
Could you explain a bit more? New selves?
One of the main elements of the course is learning how to act, how to be whoever you need to be in any given situation. I think you'll agree, Inspector, that business is about being the right person in the right situation at the right time. What it does, it helps them to detach themselves, become somebody new, pretend, you know, that kind of thing. It's surprising what a little bit of cross-dressing can do for you, Inspector. You should try it.
Work.
Not at this stage.
Oh. Well, I think that was the gay thing. Oh, yeah. So not Lizzie. We got mugged with the tote bag. And they stole the creepy DVD.
Okay.
And Emma called Liam ugly the night he unalived himself, as TikTok would say. We still have way more questions to ask Ryan, but I'm not. I wouldn't be giving my reactions the energy it deserves. Sometimes words. Yeah. And that's why we need to end, because that's what's coming out of my mouth at this point. That's when you know you gotta click off. You gotta end the stream. How far in are we? We know. 48%. We're only halfway through. I fear we may never finish this game. This game's longer than I thought it would be. It must have taken forever to film. My God. But we'll definitely be continuing this. I will say, so far, I haven't really upped ourselves from the slave thing, the whole slave incident. But, you know, perhaps that's okay. Perhaps, yeah, this is going to be the new Dog Island, the longest running series. You know, you need the highs and the lows, the peaks and the valleys, if you will. But I'm excited to continue when I'm more well-rested. I'll update y'all in the Discord. Yes, please, not Lizzie. I hope it goes well tomorrow. We loved Dog Island. We love this game. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out, of course, as always. Sorry I was mean to y'all. And you don't have to say it. I know you're sorry for being mean to me too. It's okay. Okay. New video coming out tomorrow on the main channel, so please watch it. Hopefully it doesn't get blocked for copyright, because then I'll cry. And then I'll see y'all on Thursday for some more Shadow Ranch. All right. Bye.